Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gorax and welcome to another Let's Check Out. Today I've got my hands on something really special. It's called Age of Wonders 3, which is a turn-based game, and it's kind of like a premiere for myself because I've never actually played turn-based games before. I know, how can I? How could I? Jesus, there's so many games out there that are turn-based. I know of Civilizations and of the Heroes of Might and Magic, but it never appealed to me to try them out. But since I got a chance to actually test it, I thought myself, why should not try it out? So what is Age of Wonders 3 actually? Well, it's a fantasy strategy game, which is a mix of, like I said, the Heroes of Might and Magic and Civilizations, for the few guys that know it. For you that never played turn-based games like myself, it's basically real-time strategy game, just turn-based, and you're moving your units around on hexa tiles. It's very strategic, and you are overloaded with so much information about spells and units and strategies you can actually do. But there are many videos out there already, and I would just want to make myself a picture of the game. So why not just start and see what we have in front of us. So what I actually like is the multiplayer part. I haven't actually played multiplayer myself yet, but it's always cool to have an option like that on a single player game. Let's just have a quick look at the options here. We've got the gameplay scrolls split. It's got an autosave on it and a tactical camera view, which you can turn on and off and actually roam around the battlefield yourself. With the graphics, it's pretty self-explanatory. I used borderless because I have two screens. You have also windowed and full screen. It's already fixed on my screen resolution, which I find quite nice. Quality mode, I leave it on high because when I used Ultra, the game got quite laggy. Because, yeah, I've only got a GTX 570. So it's actually very hardware hungry. So yeah, you gotta play around with the settings a little, but I believe I stick with high for now. With the audio, self-explanatory, the music, up and down, master, ambience, speech, unit sounds, walking, marching and fighting and stuff like this. And with the controls, you can actually play around. You can actually play the game with just using hotkeys, which I believe it's, well, I don't know, I never played games without mouse, so... But you have the options for that. Why not try it out? Okay, so... We have got two campaigns here, which is the Elven Court, where you play an a High Elf Rogue, and the Commonwealth, which is humans, and you would be playing a human Dreadnought. I'm gonna be explaining the classes in a second, but I'm not gonna go into the campaigns because I don't want to spoil the story for you guys. So you can play scenarios which are pre-made, like maps for you for amount of players, 4, 5, 2 and 4, and extra large maps for 8 players. We're not going to do that either. We are just going to do a random map where you can actually modify this game very heavily. So you've got some difficulty levels, which I think are 5. You got the Squire, the Knight, Lord, King and Emperor. So I think we are going to stick with the I'm not quite sure because I'm pretty new. Like I said, I never played these turn-based games before, so I'm pretty new. So I don't know, I think I stick with, well, was it Lord? Well, I'll stick with the Lord for now. You've got small maps, the medium, large and extra large, and they say here, extra maps can take very long to complete, so nice, thank you very much for the hint there. So I think we just stick with the medium for the showcase purposes. You've got also random maps. You got land, continents, islands and stuff. Since I don't have any experience with sea units, I think we're gonna stick with land for now. And you've got the game flow with random as well. Game flow basically means how you start and how the AI starts as well. So normal, you start with the city and a small army. You got battle, which where you start with a powerful army in the standard city, and then you got empire building, where you have a small army and a settler. A settler is basically like a caravan where you can move around the caravan and place your city wherever you want and start from scratch. And adventurer, player starts with conceptual with a big army on the map with few cities, so you can move around with your big armies and discover unexplored lands and stuff. So I think we're gonna start with normal. Of course you can just customize the whole game to your liking. I like really how much you actually can change the game, the settings here. Like you have the Lord, medium and land and stuff, but you got the game flow already. Where you start, you can set your starting to metropolis or village and stuff like this. Starting units, you can modify all these stuff. Roads. You can actually choose how many roads on the maps are. That's quite cool. Treasures, it's everything on average. I'm just gonna leave it like that, but you know, visit structures. Ah, those are like temples and stuff. And treasure chest structures, so you can, oh geez, you can do change so much here. So you actually change the geography as well. You know, get up the water, like lakes and seas and rivers, up and down the mountains and stuff like this. Dense vegetation, yeah, why not? And blighted, tropical, I like tropical maps. But yeah, you can change that around to your liking, because some of your own heroes, they have you know, preferred lands, and your city has some preferred geography as well, because sometimes cities like fertile land, sometimes they like barrens, depending on what race and what class and you know, what race you actually got. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Go on to next. So you have the settings here, AI, lords and myself, simultaneously win. The turn timer doesn't matter really. I'm not gonna do teams, allied victory, because you can actually have diplomacy with all the AIs and you win with your allies together. Select leader selection, customize humans. I'm not gonna change that around. Tactical combat, always ask because you can auto combat all your fights in the game. When you meet your opponents, you can choose between manual combat or auto resolve. Auto resolve, which I have experienced, is taking its toll on your own units, so I prefer to do manual combat, even though sometimes they're just weak enemies and it would be quicker to auto-resolve, but sometimes the auto-resolve has some weird decision making and you lose units. So I always stick with the manual combat. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to change around here. Advanced rules, you can change the rules of engagements here of the game, so I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, I think we're just gonna launch the game and make our own character. So all you have here is the overview of pre-made heroes, Druid, Theocrat and Archdruids. So they're all pre-made, but I'm just gonna explain to you what kind of classes we have. Let me just... Where is it? Okay, here's the mouse. Sorry. Okay, we've got Archdruid. So here we have the Archdruid. Archdruid is exactly what you would expect. It's very close to nature. Their lands burst with life. The Arcturus controls nature and animals, and their cities are, as they say here, self-sufficient and places found on a bedrock of natural balance. So what you would expect from other games as well. So let's have a look at the Dreadnought. And the Dreadnought is basically like an engineer. They're very crafty. As an inventors and engineers, they have the fear of supernatural and place their faith in logic and technology. So they are actually making machines, guns and tanks. So very handy and strategic units they can make. The Rogue is self-explanatory. Everything a rogue does is assassination, poisoning, using charm and manipulate. So not really my kind of play style, but this is everything you would expect from a bloody rogue. So what else do we have? Pretty self-explanatory. A sorcerer uses the power of the 4 elements and arcane magic and all this stuff. So power wielding sorcerers. What else do we have? The Theocrat. The Theocrat is pretty much like a priest, a healer. They heal, persuade, minister and convert units into your units basically. But because they seem to be like angels here, that doesn't mean they don't have powerful offensive spells. So don't be fooled. But yeah, they have the Theocrats have a lot of healing abilities and supports. And the Warlord, of course, what you would expect. Those are the big heroes. They are they have specialized troops. They have powerful beasts and are master tacticians. So heroes, basically, war heroes. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna take here. Of course you got your races as well, and all the races, they have their separate abilities, you know, different backgrounds. High elves, you got humans. What am I gonna take? I'm not quite sure. What else do we have? We have the orcs. I kinda like the orcs. They are humans. I mean, everybody takes humans, just like in World of Warcraft. Damn you, Alliance! I don't like elves either. Goblin. Where do we have goblins? No goblins? Interesting, no goblins to show you. Dwarves. I don't know, dwarves might be considerable. And Draconian. Draconian are quite interesting. They look pretty cool. I haven't read through the Draconians yet, but I think I'm gonna go with orcs. And I might take a sorcerer. Wow, this looks pretty weird. But yeah, those are the pre-made orcs anyway, the pre-made characters. I'm gonna make my own. So I'm gonna take sorcerer and the orc. And you over here you have sorry, my tongue just tipped over. You've got specializations. Of course, for your all of the classes can have specializations with these abilities here. You have masteries as well, but in order to master you have to be an adept. For example, if I take Adept of Air, I can also do Master of Air, but then I have used up 2 slots of the 3 already, so I'm not gonna take that just for now. You also got an Expander, which gives you the ability to expand bigger and quicker, or the Explorer, where you have excellent scouts and have maybe you have more visibility range. Then of course you can start with the creation Adept, which has a good alignment. Over here you have to sign for the good alignment, or the opposite, the bad alignment, which I actually quite like sometimes. Then of course you have the 4 elements, air, earth, water and fire. So I'm definitely going to go for the Expander, and I'm not gonna go for fire because everybody probably takes fire. I'm gonna take earth. And Am I gonna take the mastery? Ah yeah, why not? So I'm gonna take the mastery of Earth as well. So, okay, let's check out next. Okay, next is the character customization. I'm not gonna go through this, but I don't like the face right here. You can spend hours here trying to customize your character. I'm gonna take a brighter skin. Personally, I don't have hair, so if we go back, maybe I get a bold guy. There you go, bold. I like that. So hair color, I don't need facial hair. I've got a beard, not that pointy, but maybe. Ooh, I like that. Well, that's not my beard personally, but looks pretty cool, I guess. What about this one? No. Ah, I take this one here. Accessory. Oh, accessory is really nice. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that crown. No. 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 Oh, what's this? I can't even turn the character. Can I turn the character? No, I can't. Accessories. Yeah. Welcome to the Sorcerer Wrestler. I think I'm gonna take this one here. This looks awesome. The background scene you can choose as well. This is really cool. What am I gonna take? I am going to take this one here. I like it frosty. Posture. So you can... Ooh, what you will look like. Yes. No. Ah, Jesus, this looks like... a habit better. I think I'm gonna take... Yeah. No? Come on. Oh, this is from the beginning again, so I'm just gonna take it like that. No, it's just... Yeah, I'm the man. Different clothing styles. Nope. I like this one there. Alright, so... Of course, we are going to change the name into Gorax. The sharp-edged... Well... No, I'm gonna take the frost... Hearted. Oh. Frost-hearted. Yeah, the frost heart. Why not? So with the colors, take orange. Nope. Blue and white. Yes. Or the other way around. Blue and this. No. Green. Oh, no way. No way. Nah, I think I'm gonna do it the other way around and have white here. No, shit. Ah, come on, Gorax, don't waste so much time on customization. Okay, so this is awesome. I'm gonna save my leader and we are done. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna explain a little bit what we see here in the overview, since it is, yeah, it's a lot what you see right here. Okay, but I can hear the audio is a bit high. Okay, let's leave it like that. Alright, what do we have here? Above, we have two main resources, which is gold and mana. Gold you use in order to expand your city and build buildings within the city. And mana is to actually cast spells, and some units actually require mana as well as upkeep. Then you have knowledge points, which you can use to research skills and abilities within the game, and you've got casting points, which you can, which are used within combat. You know, when you cast a spell, it uses up casting points, but you can increase this with buildings as well. So what else do we have? If you don't know how to play the game, there is a Tome of Wonders, which basically explains everything of the game. You have your basics, you have game concepts, of how to run the game basically. You have a basic combat tactics and what a declaration of war means and how you can use diplomacy and all this stuff is all explained within this tome here. Really extensive knowledge base. You've got all your skills, your abilities, all your units you have in your game. You can see what they have, what kind of abilities they have. So because the fights are very strategic, you can check out the units of your enemy and base your attacks upon their abilities or disabilities they have. For example, if they have crappy fire weakness, you know, you just burn them down with the fire. And of course you got your buildings, what they give you, what they cost, what they unlock and other stuff. So whew, very, very extensive. Alright, so you got the diplomacy menu, which I'm gonna show you later in the game. And of course event history, which you always also have down here for after each turn. And you've got map settings, but I'm not gonna turn on the grid because it looks nicer like that. And of course the options, okay, this is not too bad. Oh wait, I just see here I didn't actually modify my banner, but that's not too bad. So down here you have your avatar. This is me, yeah, with my beautiful crown. Your alignment is neutral. Like you've seen before, we could choose our alignment to good or bad. This is our banner, and this is our Empire happiness. At the moment it's content, because we haven't done anything yet. If you build buildings, the happiness increases or decreases depending on what you're building. And there are some other factors where you can affect your happiness of your city. So our city has a range. As you can see here, our borders is made like a hexagon, and you've also got resources. You've got a water node which produces mana, and it only produces mana for you if it is within your border. So up here, for example, you have another water node, and it doesn't do any good for us because it's not within our range. So what else do we have? We've got the map down here. It's a pretty big map, even though we used medium. So imagine how big the map would be if you choose, you know, large maps. You can zoom in and zoom out very much. This is the whole map. It's actually pretty cool to look at once you have uncovered everything. Alright, if you zoom in, there's a lot of love to detail. I really like it. You got your little houses there. You know, if you keep building more and more, then the houses are gonna pop all over your terrain. So what else do we have? So if you select our hero ourselves, you can see what we have here. We have a maximum of 6 units per army. And what do we have? We have greatsword, impaler, which is they are all melees, and you got priests, which are ranged, and they have some other abilities. We are gonna see that pretty soon. Those boots here are their range, how far they can move, and these are our black knights. So this is a special unit. Okay. So why not just get what do we have down here? This is your end of turn and cast spell. Whew. So this is a big overview, guys. So let's just get started. Let's see what we have here. Hero offered to join. This is this guy here. So Sheena Elementist wants to join your forces for $100. So yeah, why not just do that? Every unit counts. So we're just gonna merge those two units, the Dark Knights with our Elementist. So we have 2 armies, and we're just gonna move her out and explore a little bit. There we have a treasure chest. So what else do we have? Protect your leader and throne. So this is the main quest. Protect your leader and the throne city, which is our city what we have right here. We can build other cities and make other cities to our throne city, but we have to protect the throne city, otherwise the game is lost, because if our throne city is lost, our hero cannot be resurrected and the game is pretty much over. So, Allied victory. You can win this scenario while maintaining your alliances and defeat all empires that are not within the alliance. Defeat, this is the main quest as well, defeat all rival empires, so you own the map pretty much. And select skills to research. So this is also pretty big. You can research spells, combat spells, and global spells. Ooh. So for example, you see these spells here with these buildings around. This is pretty much for your cities. It is our empire upgrades. Research arcane study, for example, it gives you, generates plus 5 knowledge per turn. So you can, you know, increase your empire's production and size. Those ones are here. Research Terraformer. It's a strategic spell which affects the map itself. Enables terraforming of terrain into wetlands, fertile plains, and stuff like this, depending on what your city likes. I'm gonna have a look, and that's pretty soon. Those are combat spells. This spell, you know, this spell is pretty self-explanatory. It removes effects on your allied forces. Starblade, combat spell. Target friendly unit again inflicts shocking. So shock kinda immobilizes the other units and they will lose 8 movement points for 2 turns. Evoke Extraordinary Mount. It's a strategic spell. Summons a random egg and contains a mount. And the egg hatches after 10 turns. But what are we gonna do? What is this here? Laborer unit, settler gain 8 movements, and sorcery increases casting spells. I think we're gonna do with these casting spells. Select production for the half. Okay, this is our city. We have, at the moment we have an income of population of 300, and because our hero is within the city, we have an extra of 45, so a total of 345 population per turn. The same is with the production income. We get a extra 5 production per turn because our hero is within the city. If I move him out of the city, this extra is gone, as you can see. If I increase my production income, I can actually increase or decrease the required amount of turns in order to produce something. But I'm not quite sure how it works out just yet, so bear with me because I'm only new to the game as well. But this is how I understand it. So this is what this is the income of gold and mana per turn as well, which increases at the moment as well because our hero is within this city. All right. So this is basically it. This is our production line. So I like to start with the builder's hall because of the settlers. If we have settlers, we can make another city somewhere else. This helps us acquire some other resources if our borders are not growing fast enough. So let's just queue that one up. The builder's hall, it needs 3 turns, as it says here. We could speed it up for 100 gold, but I can't. I'm not gonna spend the other 100 gold just yet. Alright, so let's actually get moving. So as you can see here, we have a mana spot up here as well. So let's just... hold on. Let's just select this one here. Let's move here and attack. Ah, I can't actually attack because I'm out of moves. So, click to end turn. Alright, a new day has arrived. So, let's just attack this mana well here. Hold on a second. You meet... ah, no, I don't want to move. Damn it. So, you meet Gear. A dwarf's rogue neutral. Greet you, what do you require? So... relationship is polite and status neutral. So let's go to diplomacy and see if we can get ourselves... we have something for you that will make you happy. So what do you have? I don't wanna... what was your offer again? Severine asked for a peace treaty. Okay, why not? Accept. Okay, we are at peace. Sweet. So, now, how about attacking this node? So, as you can see, we can auto-combat, auto-resolve it, but I don't like it, because sometimes they make stupid decisions. But since, I'm just going to show you here, this is the hexa what is built around the map. For example, we have this in the center, this map, this little fountain here, and of course we've got hexagons around it, and because I have my 2 units within the range of this fountain, I have my 2 armies entering the battle. So let's just do manual combat and show you what this is like. Taking a bit to load. Uh-oh. Ah, I thought it crashed. Okay, guys, this is in the battlefield. So we can move around freely, which is quite nice. And he's making a move already. Because we are attacking him. So we have our guys right here. So like I said before, I'm not as experienced in this game just yet. So we have our units here. You see these hexagons right there. Green means that if I move within the green area, I still have my 3 attacks available, which you see up here. Those 3 action bars. If I move into the yellow one, I only have 2 left, and if I move in the orangey hexagon, I only have 1 attack left. So you have to consider this for your attacks. Then over here you have a battlefield ability, pretty much. Great healing showers. Each combat round, great healing showers restores 12 health to friendly units in a 2 hex radius around the target. So we have to make sure that once we attack a unit, they get killed, because at the end of each round they get healed. So we have to make sure we kill them good. So I just like to get my units up close to one side. So she has shock bolts, the elementist. So let's get her over here and see if we are in range. Can we actually... We have a range penalty, but I don't mind that at all. Let's let her attack. How about it? Blight protection and range penalty. So if we move up a little bit closer, we shouldn't have a penalty there, but they have blight protection, so poison protection, but I don't care. We have 3 attacks available, so let's get that unit out of the way somehow. Alright, that looks alright. So, cast a spell. We have a magic fist over here and stone skin, but I think this one deals 21 damage. Let's just hit them really hard. Boom! This unit gone. Okay. What else do we have here? We have support. Throw curse. Attempts to curse a target enemy unit. Cursed unit suffers -2 protection and -2 spirit at the end of combat. Okay. We leave them back here. What are those? Those are greatsword units. Level 1 units, so we move them up close here as well. Those are also greatswords. Let's get them over here. And those are impaler. Those are also melee units, so let's leave them just there and see what the enemy does. And our turn. So they are healed. So nothing really happening. So we will be taking care of these units. So if I attack this unit, because it's not facing me, it will retaliate and damage my units when I attack them. So we're not going to do that just now. the target will retaliate as well, and it's got blight protection. So if we throw a curse at them, they will lose defense, and we actually throw another spell, the Magic Fist, at them again. Boom! Which hits them really hard. And we will just do a range attack from our priests. Three times. That should do the job. And let's just hit them with the melee attack and get rid of this unit. Attack! Alright, so 2 units gone, 1 unit left. I like how that goes. So we can charge, because those are on horses. We can charge at them and have 15 to 23 damage twice, because we are within our proper range. So let's charge. So this unit is almost gone. What else do we have? Ah, we have the shock bolt from our elementist. This should do the job. 3 times. Let's... oh. And let's do it. So this is the fight, guys. So there's a lot of room for improvement, of course, because yeah, I could have done it better, but those were only tier 1 monsters. As you can see, we had no rank up, I guess. But since we already have tier 2 orcs and stuff, so this was an easy fight. But as you can see, there is a lot of room for strategic movements and placements. And I hope I can show you in some other fights how placing your units around the enemy helps, you know, actually blow some extra strikes. But I guess for now, this is a pretty long introduction. So we get 14 mana, and we have the mana well, so it will be ours once our empire expands a little. It still needs 2 turns for our build at all. But I think this video is already long enough, and I hope I could give you a little insight of the game, what it's gonna be like. And I'm definitely gonna keep continuing playing this map and see how we go. And I hope you guys, if you've watched this far, maybe you can give me some hints. If you've played the other previous games before, you should know what this game is all about. And if you guys want to see some other classes, just let me know in the comments below, and I try out the other classes as well. And yeah, so I'll be trying to play on this map and see if I can get some proper fights and explain some of the unit positioning a little in detail. And yes, my name is Gorax. Until next time.